What's the most unhinged last-minute scramble you've ever done to fix a problem your own brain created? Mine still makes my coworker Mia bring it up at every store team meeting. I'm a retail manager in suburban Chicago, and last year, our corporate office sent out a mandate. Every single store manager had to get a Red Cross CPR and first aid certification, no exceptions. If we didn't pass the in-person exam by the end of the month, we'd be demoted back to sales associate, no questions asked. I signed up for the weekend class and final exam immediately, showed up to the first 10 minutes of the first session, and then got a panic call from my mom. My toxic ex had shown up at her house, refusing to leave. I bolted out of the class, drove 45 minutes to my mom's place, dealt with the whole mess, and then my brain just completely erased the class and the exam from existence. I was so stressed about the ex, about covering shifts at the store, about making sure my team hit their sales goals, that the CPR cert just vanished into thin air. 2 months later, I'm sitting on my couch at 9 p.m., eating takeout, and I get a text from our HR manager. It says, "Reminder, your CPR certification final exam is at 8 a.m. tomorrow at the downtown Red Cross. Mandatory, no makeups. Failure to pass equals demotion." I dropped my fork on the floor. I stared at the text for a full minute, convinced I'd misread it. Nope, it was real. I had 11 hours until an exam I had done zero prep for, a practical skills test I had never practiced, and my entire job was on the line. I called Mia, who's also my roommate, hyperventilating, and she just started laughing so hard she couldn't stand up. "You forgot the class that determines if you keep your job?" she gasped. "Thanks, Mia. Real helpful." I hung up on her and did what any desperate person fighting to keep their livelihood would do. I opened Instagram and searched CPR cert cram for people who skipped every class. I found this former ER nurse who makes 20-minute reels that break down every single thing on the CPR exam, using real, anonymized ER stories to make it stick. She's energetic, no nonsense, and talks like she's seen every possible way a first aid situation can go wrong. I binged 12 of her reels back to back, pacing my living room, chugging water like it was going out of style. Mia woke up at 4 a.m. to find me on the floor, doing chest compressions on our couch cushion, muttering the compression to breath ratio out loud like a mantra. She leaned in the doorway and said, "Are you okay? Do we need to call a doctor?" I told her to go back to sleep because I was busy mastering rescue breathing. By 7 a.m., my knees hurt from the floor, my throat was dry from talking to myself, but I could do the entire CPR sequence with my eyes closed. I threw on my work uniform, ran out the door, and drove to the Red Cross, barely making it to the check-in desk at 7:55 a.m. The instructor looked at me like I'd just rolled out of a dumpster, which was fair. First up was the written exam. The first question was about adult CPR compression depth. My brain immediately played back the nurse's reel where she yelled, 2 inches. Not 1, not 3, 2. I've seen people mess this up. I knew the answer instantly. I aced the written exam, then nailed the practical test, following every single step from her reels. The instructor handed me my certification card 20 minutes later with a 93% score. I walked out to my car and cried a little. I was so relieved. I texted Mia the photo of my card, and she texted back, "I can't believe you forgot the entire class and still passed. You're insane." I kept my manager job, and to this day, I still have that couch cushion I practiced on. It's a reminder to never let my brain erase a critical work task ever again.